But I had a offer. Hamlet reached out to me and asked for some guards for his travel back to Benedict.
So,
Now, you guys can take him up on that offer if you would like, or if you're wanting to stay in town a bit longer to get any final things taken care of or squared away. I know I will be leaving to go to Benedict in about a day or two after him, and I could also use some guards as well. And I know you guys are needing to go back there anyways at this point. So it's just kind of up to you if you'd rather go with him or with me. You can discuss it amongst yourselves now if you'd like to decide. But I completely understand. I can get men here to join me if you would prefer to go with Hamlet. Please discuss it.
Harold.
I choose Harold.
See.
before we decide, should we ask anything about what we found out on the island? Any of it?
Yeah, we probably should talk to Harold about that first.
Should we be the ones that bring it up?
Saying
Yes.
what?
Did you all need a moment?
With you, actually.
Okay.
Same, Winslow. Same. And he just kind of looks, he goes, okay. And he sits down and he's just like, what do you guys need?
Well, Zaminiar?
So, for the official business we were there for, we didn't find too much, just a place to look for some history. But it was kind of hard with the whole everyone's afraid of her brother thing. When he walked by, we stopped looking at any information. And why is everyone saying let's be around Cyrus today?
It's probably best we don't speak about her. If that's what you're asking about, I'd rather not get into it.
Harold, aren't you the best person to talk to about this over anyone?
No, I am not. As there was nothing between us, anyways, if that's what you're insinuating.
No.
Oh god, they're insinuating. He's discussing things that have been insinuated.
I'm not insinuating anything. In fact, isn't there anything you could do to help silence these rumors for her sake?
That's why I'm going to Benedict. To soothe my father. He,
Have anything more urgent to ask him?
well, he told me that he was getting a visit and wanted to speak to me about Saris and her performance, and I said, of course. And she came to me prior about what she was going there for. So, she's handling it, her own business in accord. I'm handling my own. She's just my right hand, and that's all.
Now you left. I mean, Miles, or do any of you have anything more to add to this?
I think the prince knows best how to handle this situation.
Agree.
It's none of my business, nor is it any of my concern. I'm just there as a performance review for her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that...
Prince review.
I'm sure if the prince wanted to do anything, there would be, like, steps he could take, but that would perhaps be stepping beyond his position, and he doesn't want to do that, so... If he really felt the need to.
Huh.
So, who are you wanting to travel with, or would you guys like to still discuss that further?
Question. What do you have to do in Benedict?
I have to speak to my father about how Saris is handling and what she has been up to in her current role, as he's not fully informed on it, because he wants to be fully informed and prepared for the meeting with the Alstyria king,
I
Saris's
see.
father. And he just wants more information.
What's his name, by the way?
I don't know his first name offhand, but I know Saris's last name, and their family name is Arstilian. It's the same as Jarvan's last name. It should be on there. Alstyria. But he's making a visit, which is very rare, to say the least. So my father is wanting to make sure he's fully informed on everything. So I'm going there to give a performance review.
And what does Hamlet need us for?
He just wants a bodyguard on his travels.
How many?
Well, he requested 4, which would be you 4.
Uh,
But if he does not get you 4, then I will have to assign him other people. So I told him I would reach out for the offer, but if they had things they had to attend to, he was not their top priority, as they work for the church directly, not fully in our control anymore.
say we go. Prince Harold, can you leave us alone for like a few minutes? And Haribo gets really uncomfortable again.
I have a meeting room adjoined to my office. I will lead you to it. And he walks over to the door and opens it, and it's like a small little meeting room. He goes, "Please sit in there and discuss."
Thank you, sir.
Yep. And he closes the door after you all walk on in.
I think we should go with Prince Hamlet, especially because, we have reason to believe that the church is behind whatever's going on all weird with him. Maybe
But
this is
nothing good can come from going with Hamlet.
Yes, but
He might be
maybe
more.
we can find out a little more.
He might be more trustworthy than we know. So,
Yeah, maybe it's the church. And Haribo kind of shoots a glance at Miles, kind of expecting a sarcastic comment.
I think we should go with Harold.
it's a tough
And if
decision.
it's rare that Saris's father is to visit, perhaps we should take up this opportunity.
To kill?
What?
I mean, his father seems kind of like a douchebag. But anyway, I don't know
You're
what to
just
do.
all over killing people, huh?
The right
You're at
one.
the top, Miles. You pick up people's blood and give it to the church.
Yeah, well, it's different. I'm not killing them.
You just don't mind that it's happening. Resources.
I'm just bringing their souls to the goddess. Please try and keep up to the
So,
blessed one.
on one end, we could either A, go with Harold and possibly cause another international incident, or B, go with Hamlet and figure out more of what the fuck we're doing here. Because let's be honest, we all know it's going to be going. Yeah. Sorry.
Cusco wanted to say hi. I'm sorry. Please continue.
Well, Oompa Loompa orange and broke anyways.
My bad.
If we go with them, we're most certainly going to end up in some trouble from probably not the guy with horns in the room. Probably, most likely.
I'm not sure what you're suggesting. Who else has gotten us in trouble?
And if we go with Hamlet,
Lots of people.
we might learn more. It could be the church, and in fact, I do think it's the church, and maybe even Zeminiar just walks over to the door and opens it. Is anyone out there?
It's the only door to enter this office is Harold's office, so he just looks and he goes, "Have you made a decision?"
Trust the door.
Okay. And he
I-
gets back to the paperwork on his desk.
I said, look, I don't. It might be the church. It might also be the royal family. I can't say a whole lot, but I can definitely say either one we go with is going to be important. But we have to figure out which side we want to be around more. The side that we could cause more trouble with, which could also be the side that we do the most recovery with if things go well and we're there. Or we could go and follow the only person that we have a lead on why any of this weird shit has been happening to us. At this point, I don't really know how else to say this, but this whole family is important to us right now in the grand scheme of things, even though it sucks. So what are we going to do? Are we going to figure more shit out by following Hamlet, or are we going to possibly start a war? Or,
Well, we have wanted to speak with Hamlet for a long time. And this may be
Yeah,
our
what now?
anything.
about
Maybe
what
you
we
have.
about the fact that we've seen multiple Hamlets.
Well,
Or-
I mean, oh. And Hairbo gets kind of sad all of a sudden. I want to go with Hamlet.
What's that about?
Zeminiar, do you remember when we were traveling together and, you know, I told you that I saw some things in the graveyard?
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm wondering maybe if Hamlet knows anything about that. Or maybe if he knows anything about the cover-ups of Princess Gilly and her sister. That way maybe we don't have to go to the library.
that version.
If we find that out, maybe we'll learn more about how to help Prince Hamlet and Cyrus.
There is another individual that might be able to help us, and our best bet to find him is with Hamlet. I believe his name is. One second while I look at my notes. Oh God, where are they at? Oh no. Ah, there they are. Hari. I could have said that more like a digital input voice. Wait,
Hari.
there's also some things that I'd like to ask Pochari. If we can find Hamlet, we can definitely find Pochari. Or future Pochari. I don't remember if he's Poch yet.
He's
Looks like
practically
Miles.
the poach. Practically the poach. Not quite, but for all intents and purposes, he's the poach.
All right. Yep. So, do we? I'm gonna have to side with Haribo on this one. As much as I want to make sure that SARS doesn't get screwed over, I'm not entirely sure I can promise that I won't cause the reason she gets screwed over.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can't even give you a snappy comeback on 2 different occasions, guys, and I will never admit to something like this again, Miles. But now on 2 different occasions, Miles has made a pretty good point about my outbursts. Not always helpful.
I'm
And
pretty sure it's been more than 2 occasions, but go on.
oh, Miles, you're adorable. How you think that you're right more than once.
You're pathetic how you think I'm wrong so often.
Anyways, what are we doing? We're split down the middle, and we only have a dead Sonny for a 5th vote. So what's going on?
Ah, well, there's a throwback. We could speak to the dead and bring her back. Although we'd need
Who
her
would
body.
that help?
Well, we'd get Sonny's opinion.
We've never cared about Sonny. No, we're not doing that.
You're right, I wouldn't want to do that to myself.
Plus, I feel we would need more things around here to do that. I don't even know how that spell works.
Simple. I just
Wow.
cast it and I can speak to the dead. It's that easy.
And why haven't we
Only I
tried
can
that
hear
with
them.
Gilly?
Only I can hear them though. There hasn't been a
Yeah.
need. There hasn't been a need to yet.
What are you
You
talking
could've-
about?
You could have proven I was innocent immediately, you son of a bitch.
I ended up doing that anyway. I ended up doing that without Gilly's help. It's fine.
Oh, we could ask. There are so many questions we could ask her.
We still can.
What are we doing on this boat? We're split
Yeah,
down the
really.
middle.
Let's figure this out first.
So you two think there's less risk with going with Hamlet?
Say
I mean,
more
even more.
reward versus less risk.
And besides, maybe we can figure out what caused him to start beefing up. I tried asking him before, but he didn't really give me a straight answer. At least it can't be a straight answer.
I suppose we could try and talk to him. What do you mean it can't be a straight answer? What did he say?
Well, I mean, not as far as he told me, nothing really changed.
Oh yeah,
He-
that sounds like much of a lie.
It does sound like a lie, though. I mean, for how long he's lived as a sickly kid, and then suddenly he's good out of nowhere, even looking pretty fine. I do say so. I don't want to say so, but he's the only person that we know that's been time hopping with us. There's not. Who else are we going to ask about that?
It seems like the poach is complicit.
Trust the poach, though. Especially after what we've seen. Well, the first time it happened, we
Well,
were
but
in the church.
You trust Hamlet more than the poach?
No. I trust neither of them.
Well then, what's really the difference between the two?
We haven't really seen the poach. We've seen Hamlet.
That's a fair point.
And
Thank you.
also, this is only a theory, but, and I can't get into too much of it, but Harold and not another person aren't the only ones that are possibly hiding something in terms of relationships. And I'm trying to figure out why Hamlet's hiding it. Well,
Hamlet.
I know why he's hiding it. I just don't know why it's important that he is. Or
You think
why.
that serving woman really means something to him?
Yeah, actually, I may have come across information that he cares about someone deeply. The thing is, I don't know if that's happened yet, or if it happened a while ago and he just can't talk about it. Harold is not the only brother that has things that the family would rather not talk about. I think all three of the siblings had something the royal family didn't want to talk about.
And you suspect this because?
More so, why should we talk about it just because they don't want to? What business is it of ours to bring up their demons?
Fortunately, I have to agree with Zminiar. Because we were put in this scenario whether we wanted to or not. And in order to find out what's going on with us, we have to figure out what's going on with them.
I can't give every detail that I possibly want to, but I can say this. We're only alive this far in because we actually can pull it off. Sonny, well, Sonny, that's the only reason why Sonny's dead. Sonny couldn't make